All right, well, as expected, some people have come forward after watching the live stream and have put words in my mouth. Shocking. I'm trying to say that I'm calling out Storm, that I'm saying that they've changed their materials. No. If anything, I'm actually standing up for Storm, saying we don't know what's going on yet. Nobody knows what's going on, so nobody needs to be saying for sure that anything is happening. All I did was give a theory. My theory was that over the last year or so, where all these companies have had trouble coming up with material for production, not just bowling ball companies, bags, shoes, grips, every company has had issues with coming up with material to continue production of their products. Storm at one point did come out and say they had well, I shouldn't say Storm specifically. I know of bowling ball companies that were coming out saying they were having issue getting material for the production of bowling balls. My theory was to say, theory doesn't mean this is what happened. This means this is what could have possibly happened. This is what I think is a possibility that we'll never know. That's not to say that that's what happened, so get your story straight. So don't be sitting here saying this is what you said, that you're calling them out and saying anything like that. No, not at all. So the theory that I had was that they had trouble coming up with material, specific material, and had to start looking elsewhere for those specific types of the chemicals used, a type, maybe a urethane base, I'm guessing, that was hard to get a hold of all of a sudden. And they had to change material. Now this happened when I worked at Turbo. They could not any longer get a certain material for a certain product that they made. They had to switch material and find something that was as close as humanly possible to what they were already using, so that way there wouldn't be a change. I noticed a change in it, just like this. But that's not to say that's what's truly happening. But the theory, again, I'm going to use the word theory because it's not proven, it's just a guess, is that they possibly had trouble getting material and were looking into other materials that were very similar in the chemical numbers that they needed for the urethane base. This base then caused an issue of some sort, a chemical reaction, something. And maybe, just maybe, these urethane bases have been in bowling balls since the beginning of last summer. We don't know. These balls have been tested. For all we know, USBC could have found that all of the bowling balls from this company are having the same issue, and they just said, hey, maybe we'll just pick 6 for now. Just don't make any more of these balls. Change something, figure out what's going on, and we'll just make it to where they can't use them at tournaments. They'll be good for leagues, so that way people aren't losing their only league ball, because some people, it may be their only bowling ball and then all of a sudden they're done bowling league. That wouldn't be good. So maybe there's a problem with just more than this, and you'll see a bunch of balls get discontinued over the next couple of months. We don't know. Nobody knows what's really going on. This was all theory. So to sit here and say that, that I'm saying that, or I'm calling them out for this stuff happening, no, that's not true at all. Now I have Storm's statement here, and it says, Storm Products Inc. takes pride in our people, products, and process. We're humbled with the outpouring of support from the bowling industry throughout the United States and worldwide, and we continue to demonstrate our unwavering support towards bowling as we have for 30 years. We strive to be honest and open in our communication, demonstrating both empathy and integrity. Taking care of our customers is the utmost important. All Storm balls are manufactured based on specific ball approvals granted by USBC, and Storm's materials and processes do not change at any point during the manufacture of approved balls. So, I'm going to stop there. This doesn't mean that I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I probably am wrong. I'm just giving you a theory of what could have happened. They could have switched a material before they even initially made these products, and for some reason, it may be heat, it could be humidity, it could be cold, it could be anything, that once these balls are sent out, all of a sudden, they're just coming up softer for some reason. They probably pass the initial tests as soon as they're made. They test them, pass, boom, 74, good, great, wonderful. But then they go somewhere and something happens where there's a chemical something, and then all of a sudden they're soft. And it might be because of a different material that was found or used. I don't know. Somebody had said that there was, that they came out and they think that it's something to do with their polishing procedure. Or a compound that they're using afterwards. Because when these bowling balls, I guess the process is when these bowling balls are sent for testing, they're sent right off out of the machine at 500 grit, not even, at the actual finished product line, at the finish. And again, I don't know if that's true or not, but they're claiming that when they sent these over, and then when they get back, they get the approval, and now they're okay, now we're going to start the process of we're just going to change the surface of the cover by using a compound or a polish or whatever it is that they want to use, and that's what is causing the problem. Again, I don't know. I have no idea. These are just things that I heard. The theory behind using a different material is just, another thing that was talked about was, well, Storm uses this urethane base, 900 Global uses this urethane base. Storm can't get the urethane base anymore, so maybe we'll use the base that 900 Global's using, and they're having success with it, so shouldn't be a problem. Again, something that's super duper close, nobody would notice a difference, shouldn't cause a problem anywhere, but for some reason, maybe it is, if that's what happened. Can't say that it has, I have no idea. But it's just, again, people are just talking about this whole thing. Nobody knows what's really going on. Nobody knows what really happened. It was just a theory. It was just a conversation piece. So stop making comments saying that, I'm calling Storm out or anything like that. I'm not calling anybody out. If anything, I'm calling USBC out for, making this stupid rule in the middle of an event. You could have waited until the end of the event, or you should have did it before the event. One of those two would have been more proper, but they didn't. That's the problem, and that's what I don't like. So, if you want to be mad at me, go ahead and be mad at me. I don't care. I'm going to continue to review bowling balls. I'm going to continue to tell you what I think, and you can continue to make dumb comments that I'm probably just going to delete. So, have at it. There you go. Take it as you will. I'm out of here. We'll see you later.